how I am trying to sit at my divination table. First, I have to remove the culprit. Then, I need to gently place myself at the table and adjust the camera. There we go. And then figure out what am I going to do with my beautiful pet who is just taking a nap. I'm sorry, buddy, for waking you up, but I've got to work. Yeah? Maybe it's time for you to go and find another comfy seat in the house. God knows there are plenty of those around here. I'm the queen of comfort. Let's get to your reading. Hey crew, welcome to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local lightworker. I'll be your guide for today. Thank you so much for landing on this video, for clicking on it. I hope that you'll stay and have some fun figuring out what would your person like to say from their heart. This is basically the topic of today's reading, and through the laws of serendipity you landed on this tarot pick-a-card reading, and I'm really grateful that you're here. Please do me a favor and click the subscribe button and hit the bell to receive notifications. I've been quite busy creating tarot pick-a-card readings for you guys, so a lot more is coming your way. And also, if you enjoy these types of readings, it really helps me if you are part of my family, as we are a community that is growing. So thank you kindly for that. Okay, in today's options, I thought of giving you a choice of 4 different gods, okay? So I have here for group 1, this is the god Hermes, also known as Hermes Trismegistus or Mercury. That was the Roman equivalent. So he is the god of communication, and he rules over the sun signs Virgo and Gemini. So maybe you or your person could be these astrological signs. Now we have here for group 2, we have Shiva. He is considered to be a destroying god, but he is also a creator of worlds, because what contains the seeds of creation also contains the seeds of destruction. So Hindu mythology is rife with beautiful stories that involve Shiva. He is the god of gods. He is the most well-known, well-liked and praised. And he rules, from an astrological point of view, the energy of Pluto. So this could be Scorpio energy. This could be your sun sign or your partner's sun sign. Now for you, group 3, I have here this is a god that was revered by soldiers and people who went to war or who participated in war rituals. This is Mithras. He has been seen as the protector of men, masculinity, groups of men that go to war, anybody that is in the army, in the military. But because we are in modern age, he has been expanded. His cult includes women as well. Women who could be maybe active in the military, women that have very strong Mars energy. So he represents the energy of Mars, the god Aries as well. So you could be an Aries or a Scorpio, or your person could be an Aries and a Scorpio in terms of astrological sun signs. As you know, before Pluto was discovered, Mars used to rule over the dual signs of Aries and Scorpio. They were seen as the warrior of light and the warrior of darkness. Okay, so this is for you, group 3, Mithras. And for you, group 4, one of my personal favorites, although he can be quite a cruel god from time to time if you read the stories that involve him, this is the god of light, Apollo. He is the twin brother of the goddess of the moon and the hunt, goddess Artemis, who is my personal protector. But Apollo is associated with music, culture, anything that has to do with becoming elegant, expressing your personality. And astrologically speaking, he rules over the energy of Leo, so the sun sign that is ruled by the sun. So this could be your sun sign or your person's sun sign, okay? So I gave you some astrological pointers. You have here a choice of 4 different gods. I would like you to really focus on which of these 4 men, or divine men, better said, pulls you in the most. I'm going to try to zoom in, okay, a little bit, so you can see all 4 of them. I have already pre-shuffled the oracle cards, but as you guys know, I'm going to live shuffle from a tarot deck, and I have my tarot deck prepared here. It is currently being cleansed by a piece of Larimar. Okay, all this being said, I hope that you have made your choice, and I cannot wait to see you at your pile to talk a little bit about what your person would like to tell you from their heart. God bless. See you there. Hi group 1, hello darlings, welcome to a pick a card reading in which we're going to get inside your person's heart and figure out what do they want to tell you. So this is a reading for those of you who are drawn to Hermes, the communication god. For some reason, my voice is incredibly raspy in your reading, which is bizarre. It's almost like although you are drawn to the god of communication, you may want to pray to Hermes so that this person talks to you in some way, shape, or form. So it could be that you guys have some blockages around the throat chakra, both you and your person. So let's see what the tarot cards have to say. What would this person tell you? If only they could speak. What would they say? They would tell you that things are not over between the two of you. We have here the world blocked, yeah, so they would say it's not over, this relationship will continue, the chapter is not closed, I didn't get closure. Another thing that your person would say, they think that you are the future mother of their children. Okay, this person wants to wed you. They would like to be in something a bit more stable, or at least they would like you to carry their children or adopt children together with them. Maybe you guys, if you don't want to have human babies, you want to raise a family of pets. This person definitely sees you as a fertile counterpart and wants to have a family with you, wants to create together with you. They may even want to work with you or collaborate together with you so that you are this kind of cool, artistic, hippie duo. Your person would also say that they are not going to give up. 9 of Wands. This person wants to be with you over and above anybody else. This individual is quite stubborn and is relentless in pursuing you. I'm not getting that this person is negative in the case of you should watch out, this is a stalker, or this person is delusional, you have to keep them at arm's length, because the card right next to the 9 of Wands is the 6 of Wands, yeah? So I see here a person that pursues what he or she wants because they usually love to win. This is an individual that does their best to achieve their goals, and you are part of their romantic goals, okay, group 1? So I don't know, maybe you enjoyed this. Consider yourself lucky, I guess. I would really welcome somebody with this kind of attitude. This person may be a fire sign with some air energy. I see here sparkling water, bubbles, so maybe water and air. And I see a lot of fire, okay? So this person could have 2 or 3 planets in fire signs on top of a planet in water and a planet in air. Now let's see the oracle cards. These are really interesting. So what would this person say to you? Holding back. Oh, I should have expressed myself better. Yeah, I guess you should have. Soul contract. Okay, we have here the lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. Wow, this is very rare. I rarely get this card. So it seems like there's been some sort of karma that had to play out between the two of you. That's why this relationship felt difficult, or it was complicated to keep this person in your life in some way. You constantly felt like other things were coming in between. You had to make some tough choices in this connection. But I see that it was all meant to be. The planet Saturn could have messed up your relationship. And as you know, whatever Saturn touches tends to become difficult, limited. It drains the life out of something. It puts obstacles so that you can persevere and show your strength and your grit. So yeah, definitely a karmic connection, yeah? I also see here retrograde, review. This connection is coming back. If you had no contact, if you were ghosted, like I felt at the beginning of the reading when I encountered that blockage, this energetic stronghold around your throat chakra, don't worry, because this person is going to hit you up either during a retrograde movement of a significant personal planet such as Mercury, Mars, or Venus. So pencil in the calendar the next time when Venus will be retrograde, the next time when Mars will be retrograde, and the next time when Mercury will be retrograde. Most likely this person will hit you up during a Mercury retrograde, because we have him here. The god Hermes is also known as the god Mercury in Roman mythology. So the next Mercury retrograde is actually going to take place this year, towards the end of the year. We have just come out of a Mercury retrograde in the month of August, at the moment when I'm filming this reading. So just so you know, we have here as well the Ram and Dahlia determination. What was I saying? This person is going to ram their head into this connection like a stubborn goat, ram. It's not a goat, it's a ram. It's the symbol animal for Aries, yeah? So we see here like the battle ram that was used to destroy the gates of a fortress. This is how this person is going to tackle this relationship with you. They could also be athletic, and they may play some sort of maybe American football, and they are in a position of a person that attacks, right? Not on the defense, but on the offense. I don't know exactly, do quarterbacks do that in American football? Somebody please educate me related to American football down below, because I keep hearing quarterbacks in all sorts of American movies related to high school, but I have no idea what a quarterback does, you know. They just look good in all of the movies that mention them. Anyway, coming back to your reading and your energy, yeah, this person could be athletic, a sportsman, somebody who may actually earn a living by winning stuff, yeah? So this person may participate in competitions and could actually be a professional winner. Now I have three more cards. Please don't click away. We have still some more to talk. I have here the Jester. Oh, so this is again Gemini energy. We're getting very strong Aries, Gemini energies. And I would say in terms of water vibe, I would put it Cancer, Gemini, and Aries. These could be the big three placements of your person. So the Sun, Moon, and the Ascendant placements. I see here a person that doesn't take their love life very seriously. I see here a person that has a lot of options and knows that they can have whomever they want. You were a challenge to them in the past, and it frustrates them the fact that your relationship with you didn't work out. So it's kind of like they made it their personal ambition. You are the goal. You are the one that got away, and they need to somehow conquer you. Okay? But there is also not only the fact that they want to prove something to themselves or to their buddies, you know. This is about seeing you as a force that can give life, yeah? So they really want to be together with you. I also see here beginnings. Oh, and we have here the tranquility. So this is stonecrop and the Apollo butterfly. And we have the daffodil and the violet copper butterfly. Yeah? So Apollo was the sun, was the god of sun. It's also another option in this reading today. I chose him as the god for group 4. So maybe you need to click on group 4's reading if you have more than one person in your mind. But I see strongly here that, again, this is the energy of light, power, winning. And the stonecrop butterfly to me represents something solid, stable, unmoving, unyielding. Now, as well with the daffodil, daffodils usually appear in spring. And I see here beginnings. So expect a reconsideration of this connection, a reignition of your passion. You guys will come back into this relationship. There will be a really powerful new beginning, a reset button pressed on the energy that you guys had. It's kind of like you met, you had something together, it didn't work out, you were separated. You're still thinking of this person clearly is thinking of you from the place of their heart, but also from their ego, because their ego is bruised. It's like, I didn't win you over, what's wrong with me? You know, I always win, or I like to win. So this person sees it as a personal challenge. Being with you is going to be their personal big win in love. And they're coming back, okay? Expect the comeback kid. And I definitely see that spring is going to be the season, the lucky season when this person will come back. They will approach you in a very light-hearted way, cracking some jokes, sending you some gifs or memes, trying to make you laugh, trying not to focus too much on any sour bits or salty bits that may have happened between the two of you. But yeah, this person would say that they are learning their lesson, they're understanding what this connection means, and they are really going to express themselves a bit better, yeah, because they realize that they held back when they shouldn't have. Yeah, and you mean a lot to them with this soul contract. Definitely you got some unfinished business with this person, and they're coming back, and they have finally realized this deep within their hearts of hearts. This has been your reading, group 1. Give me a like if you enjoyed this video. Thank you kindly for listening, and now I'm going to move forward to group 2. See you in my next one. Bye. Hey group 2, hello my loves. Welcome to a pick-a-card reading in which we will dive deep into your person's heart and find out what they want to tell you. So this is for those of you that were drawn to this god Shiva. He is the destroyer, but he's also the creator, like I explained in the introduction. So welcome to your reading. Let's shuffle some tarot cards and see what would your person say to you. Wow, this person has been thinking about the things that they would like to say to you, because we got 3 cards that fell concentrated on the table, one on top of the other. So I have here the Judgment card. Wow, rebirth. Yeah, this person, finally, they realized something important. They had a shift in their mindset in relation to you. There's also some really powerful sensual feelings, if you know what I mean. This person desires you to the point that it hurts their body. I also see here with the Queen of Wands, yeah, oh my god, the sexual tension between the two of you is off the charts. Your relationship has a very solid erotic foundation, and this person really thinks that you are the hottest thing that walks in life, yeah? I'm not joking, it's the Queen of Wands. She appeared upright. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, a feisty, fiery, confident, witchy woman that they crave. Now, I also see here with the Fates, this is interesting. All of a sudden, I feel a block, an energetic block in reading this card. This person believes that you may have cast a spell on them. They feel that you may dabble in magic, and some of you actually do. You're part of the spiritual community, and they are a little bit afraid of your power over them. They feel that somehow you have bound their soul to want you and only you, maybe with the use of a puppet or through other ways that I will not mention here because I don't want to give you guys ideas. But I feel that this individual is a little bit afraid of you while also being incredibly drawn towards you. This is a kind of like an obsessive romance that really touches both of your hearts, your souls very deeply. It's a Venus-Pluto kind of vibe, you know? And maybe your Mars is very compatible with your person's Venus as well. So it's intense physical attraction, deep soulful recognition, but also fears and lack of trust. Also this idea of dark magic, witchcraft, you've bound me to you, rituals, you know, all sorts of things like blood oaths. Yeah, like Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox, you know, that kind of a vibe. The Fates is also the energy of the Wheel of Fortune. So it does tell me that you will have luck in this connection. Things are gonna go the way you want them to go, the way you desire them, group 2. You have a lot of power in this connection, more than you realize. And this person feels as well that you know that you have a lot of power in love, yeah? That's why they're a little bit afraid and intimidated of you. Now, what would they say if they could? Let's see your oracle cards. Wow. Our love is always there, despite the distance, inseparable. Wow, exactly. We have here, I don't know if we will ever change habits. So it seems like on a soulful, emotional, spiritual level, at the level of the 5D, dreamscape, you guys are very fitting. Your souls are a match. You may even be higher order soulmates or twin flames. However, physically, pragmatically, in reality, in day-to-day, in the 3D, you guys, it's like you are two triangles that are butting heads, you know, you kind of scrape each other and you scratch one another, and it's thorny and it's not working, it's not gelling together, you know. So it's kind of like you both want to keep this connection at the level of fantasy, at the level of illusion. You feel like your souls are bound together. You are inseparable. You will always come back to one another. But in reality, your habits, maybe even your choice of professions, your political, religious beliefs, your class category, they don't match, they don't fit. Maybe you are from different cultures, your person is very religious, you're not, you're more spiritual. Maybe you are from different classes, maybe you're working class, your person is upper class, or maybe even poorer than you. There's just something here that is keeping you guys somehow at arm's length. There's a power difference between the two of you. We have here the flirt. This is Libra energy. So definitely true love, deep, true, unabiding, gorgeous love. But at the same time, although this connection is very sweet, and this person would say, I love you, if they could actually put this into words from their heart. They would say that they have sweet thoughts towards you. But there is this financial issue, obstacles related to money, seeing each other, because we have the number 8. And number 8 is the number ruled by Saturn, and it represents wealth that comes to you slowly in time towards older age. And speaking of 8, the 8th house, oh my goodness, yes, yeah, mystery. So you could have very strong 8th house links. The 8th house is the house of intimacy, deep trust, healing, but it's also the house of the occult, mystery, hidden things, the shadow zone, things that we're not aware of that are sabotaging ourselves. It's the house of addictions, the house of death. Okay, so as you can see here, it seems like you guys are a little bit of a case of a star-crossed lovers, right? I know you are the one for me, but I also know that we cannot be together in this lifetime. And it's heartbreaking. Oh. Let's see, the bear and cedar. So we have here, the keyword is leadership. The bear is a very powerful, scary animal that could literally kill you in a second, mauling you. But at the same time, bears can be, if they're well fed and if they're not attacked, they can be incredibly cuddly and playful and protective. So there is this energy of strength and protection, but also grumpiness and potential for violence, anger that could lead to something that could, you know, get you out of your body from this lifetime, so to say, end you. Yeah. I don't know why the word leadership is here though. Give me a second. Let me see the other 2 cards. I'll come back to that. We have here sincerity and generosity. So this person is sincere. Although there may be these... Oh, I wanted to say that and all of a sudden my voice died down. Almost like something was gripping it. Is it not sincere? Yes, no, this person is sincere, but you guys are under, you're under attack by sentinels of the dark. I don't know how else to put it. I know I sound insane, but this is what it is. The evil eye, people working against you, enemies that pretend to be friends are attaching themselves to you. Jealous people that actually try to get closer to you, and then when you least expect it, they can backstab you and your partner. They could create enmity. For a reference point, think about Shakespeare's Othello, right? It's kind of like most of the people you are surrounded by are the Iago archetype, yeah? So bringing doubt into your love. Although your love is strong, it's also susceptible to the influence of other people. And it's susceptible to dark magic and other interferences because of this 8th house energy, yeah? Either you or your person, you either have a sun in the 8th house, you're a Scorpio, or your person is a Scorpio. One of you may have a sun conjunct Pluto in the 8th house. Oh my god, oh, an instrument of evil. Or there could be some North Node energy. Well, you know, the 8th house can be either instrument of evil or incredible healer, incredibly spiritual person, incredible healer. a person that can bring back people from the dead, you know, that kind of a vibe. So everything I'm saying, I realize it sounds super dramatic and over the top, but that's the energy of the 8th house. And with the bear here, you have this solidity, this strength, a connection that you will take with each other after you pass this mortal coil. You will definitely have this repeat story in another lifetime. So don't be disappointed if it's not working out in this lifetime. I definitely feel like it will work out in the next lifetime. This hand started itching, so the back of my right hand, the right part is the masculine side of the body. It feels like the masculine needs to give something to you. Your crush or whoever is the masculine in this relationship needs to make a sacrifice, a gift or an offering because of the generosity energy. They are a very truthful and generous person, but something happened to them and it made them pull back this energy from this relationship. And now they have to open their heart and be generous with you, be honest with you, so that you can both counteract the negativity engendered by the 8th house. Yeah, all this toxicity that is being pulled towards you guys through this 8th house Pluto Scorpio energy. Because the point of Pluto, the point of the 8th house and Scorpio energy is that the 8th house can be seen as the trash bin of the zodiac where all the negativity is being sucked into, but it is sucked into not to be maintained or harnessed for evil. It is meant to be transformed into light and healing and wisdom and lessons of life that help you become stronger inside, because what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? That is the motto of the 8th house. So this is what you guys are learning right now, how to transform the dirt into pure gold, energetic gold, romantic gold. And then once you reach that level, you'll be able to be together. But it's very difficult work, and it requires, I see where the leadership, it requires the leadership of one of you, and I think that's you. You need to take control of the situation, and with rituals, with cleansing, purifying, affirmations, by doing tarot, by basically continuing to have faith in the divine, by acting on your divine feminine energy, you will be able to move this connection forward. Yeah. So if you can't live it in this lifetime and purify this love in this lifetime, you will do it in the next one. Mind blown. If you have enjoyed this reading, chances are you may not have, but if some of you have, please hit the like button. It really helps me distribute this message to whomever needs to hear it. So please be generous and kind, and your person will be generous and kind with you in return, because good karma. Thank you kindly for listening. I cannot wait to see my next one. I'm going to move on now to group 3's reading, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao. Hey group 3, hello my loves. Welcome to a pick a card reading in which we're going to look at what your person has in their heart. What would they like to say to you? So this is for those of you who almost dropped the card. Oh, this person is a slippery fish. One moment they're with you, the next moment they're gone. I can understand why you're here. So we have here Mithras, for those of you who are drawn to this protector god of the military, army men and warriors. So potentially your person could work in the military. Maybe they're an army man or woman who has a drawing towards this, who has a drawing. A woman with artistic talent who is at the same time maybe active in a profession that involves aggression and violence. This person could even be a policeman or a firefighter. Yeah, so somebody who is very good in emergency situations, maybe an ambulance driver as well. Okay, so let's see. What would this person like to tell you? Let's see. Okay. Whoa. Cards are jumping out. This person can have a very feisty, impulsive temperament. So I see here 5 of Cups. I also see the 7 of Pentacles. In addition to this, we have the 8 of Wands blocked. And we have the 4 of Cups. Oh, group 3, what happened in this connection? It began, well, it didn't begin quite well, because the first card was 5 of Cups, I have to be honest, you know. Sadness, loss. Maybe this was a hookup in a bar for some of you, yeah. alcohol may have been involved, and telling each other sob stories about your personal lives. I see that you're trying to get over a depressive episode in your life. You lost somebody or something. Some of you may have lost your mother, because we see a woman here in the moon, and the moon is the energy of the mother, the womb. Some of you may have lost a child, and my heart goes out to you if you encounter such a horrifying loss, okay? This could also be a miscarriage or trying to get over an abortion. Now, I see that when you met this person, they seemed safe, stable, a sure bet. The relationship started developing slowly. You could have even trauma bonded with this person, yeah? I see that there could be this energy of, I'm by your side to help you through this difficult time. Contact me if you need help. Call on me, yeah? Rely on me. I'm a good shoulder for you to cry on. So it could have been somebody at work, or somebody that you met through work, a person that saw your sadness and did not ignore it. And you could have developed a habit, a routine. The Seven of Pentacles tells me that you did something repeatedly together with this person in a professional, money-related environment. Yeah, so maybe you worked in the same environment, or you were in charge of the same project, and you would do things like have lunch each day at the same hour, or go for a coffee break together, maybe smoke some cigarettes to cool off a little bit. And then as you were doing these small habitual things, you would also talk from the heart about this painful thing. Maybe you talked about mental health issues. Maybe you have some and this person has some, and you bonded over that. Or the loss of a family member, you bonded over that. Or something difficult that happened in your life, something very painful, something that caused a lot of sadness. And I see that you started developing feelings for this person. They were almost like a really beautiful, light-hearted energy in the sea of sadness. This really beautiful, stable, honorable man, yeah? However, things between the two of you did not begin to move forward as expected. And I see that the outcome is boredom, disenchantment, disappointment, kind of waking up from a very weird illusion and feeling hungover, like, what happened? What was I thinking, you know? Like, you build up this person in your mind and you made them feel like they're somebody special, and this person may have just walked away from you because you fed their ego and that's all they wanted. They weren't necessarily helping you because they wanted to know you, but it's because it made them feel good to be the hero. Yeah, some men do that. Some women do that as well, but especially this type, the protector, the warrior type on the surface. It's kind of like a distorted protector, yeah, a surface level protector. So the Four of Cups talks about disenchantment. The energy of sadness and loss has indeed diminished from this relationship because we went from the 5 to the 4. But there is still this lingering presence of sadness and disappointment and feeling out of it and feeling like, ugh, you know, I have other options and I'm not interested in them. I only want you, but you walked away on me. So what should I do now? You know, that's kind of the vibe I'm picking up here. Refusing to see the lesson, the beautiful lesson in this relationship. Refusing to feel good about the fact that if things didn't work out, maybe it's God's way of protecting you rather than punishing you. Think about that, sweetie. You know, you could be avoiding a toxic relationship. You could be you could be avoiding a divorce as well, you know. So there are hidden blessings even in the toughest circumstances. Zen masters always believe that things always have a dual nature. The birth of a baby comes with a lot of happiness, but also a lot of worry. Getting married comes again with a lot of happiness, but also with the threat of being cheated on. Getting a new job comes with a lot of excitement and opportunities for the future, but with a lot of responsibility as well. So think deeply about the dual sides of this person and of the relationship you had with them, and you will see the wise nugget that you need to extract from this relationship in order to overcome this Four of Cups. This person would tell you that they are feeling bored without you, and that they didn't want to move forward with you. They didn't want to have sex with you or move forward to the next level. Let's find out why. This is really surprising. Irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. Oh, well, of course, because you had your heart in the good place, but disagreements. I wish you understood how I feel. Oh my goodness. You hurt this man's ego and feelings and you didn't even realize it. Maybe because you were going through a difficult time, the relationship easily turned into something in which you were the talker and this man was the listener. And you may have said something that he took personally, and I feel like instead of actually being brave about confronting you about this issue and saying what's on their mind, this person just backed away slowly. So even though this person sees that you are a very good lover, that you have a very affectionate way of caring for other people, that you are filled with emotion and emotional potential, they felt suddenly hurt by something you said. You may have had a disagreement. Maybe it was a political divergence, right? Maybe this person is Republican and you're a liberal, and you argued over current events or the news. And that is something that was on top of the feelings that you guys had for each other. And it may not have had anything to do with your relationship. Because, you know, sometimes you can have great trust, great communication, and great compatibility with a person that has very different views than you. And that's a connection that requires a lot of open-mindedness and a lot of tolerance to move through. Yeah, so you can love somebody, but you may disagree completely with their political views, with their religious upbringing, with their social values, all sorts of things. Yeah, maybe even with their sense of style. Maybe you hate how this person dresses because your Venus is sitting in opposition to their ascendant or something like that. So yeah, this person felt hurt and walked away because you did not understand, in their view, how they felt. Ah, okay. The ruler, okay, Leo energy here. This guy has big ego energy, big ego. This person wants to be in control all the time. They enjoyed that you would come to them to be this rock for you, you know, when you were tired or sad, they would comfort you, and they really liked that position. But as you gradually got better and processed your loss, this person suddenly felt like, I'm gonna be useless soon. What am I gonna be good for? You know, if you are not in some way asking for me to comfort you, asking for my help, then what do I bring to this connection? So this person did not enjoy that insecure position, and they pulled out of this connection. Nurture, Ceres, or Ceres. So this is the goddess of the hearth, of what creates life, what we can cook and nourish our bodies with, the goddess of nurture. So, thank you, neighbor. And I can clearly see that something needs to be removed from this connection because we have the sickle, yeah? And then something has to be blessed. It's kind of like the ego needs to be chopped out of this connection. And once the ego has been overcome and surpassed, once all of these anxieties and fears related to their role is overcome, they're overcome, then your connection can be blessed. Then you can move forward with it. But I'm here to let you know it may take a while. You may not want to hear that, but I am going to be honest with you guys. The lily of the valley and the trout, purification. Yeah, this connection needs a good cry over. You need to have a good, ugly, old-fashioned, maybe wine-soaked cry over this person. You know, like let yourself feel all the feelings, you know, Midsummer style, the movie, I mean. Like cry and scream and shout and, you know, feel awful in the moment, then rest, regroup, and you will see how this energy will change. because you're still holding on to some negative feelings, some resentment, and you have to let that out. You have to purify it from your heart chakra. And this person needs to purify the connection by really being a bit more modest and understanding that it's okay for them to not have a clearly defined role in the connection. Sometimes the roles get created as we get to know a person, as we fall into habits with them, as we as our love progresses from the spring and summer phase to the autumn phase, yeah, in which things are a bit more settled, more mature, more kind of slow burning. They don't have to be so passionate and fiery and excitable all the times, yeah. So much like seasons exist in nature, there are seasons of love, yeah, and this person is not aware of this wisdom yet, but they will be. They will be. Expect some sort of change throughout the autumn period, yeah, from the moment when you clicked on this reading. So no matter what season you find yourself, the next autumn, I see here persistence, and I also see here gratitude. These are two elements that will help you be together with this person if you still want them in your life. We have here the bluebell and the brimstone butterfly and euphorbia and the African swallowtail and police outside. Oh God, I'm just so tired of these interruptions, but I am Saturn's bitch until next year, guys, so please bear with me, because I am trying to show up for you guys, as I am trying to heal myself and get over family trauma and physical ailments, and as I am being challenged by the environments in which I live, which are constantly frustrating me and interrupting me and slamming things into me and blocking my capacity to work. And I needed to get this off my chest. Thank you for coming to my rant. I feel like this is what you guys need to do in this connection. That's why I tapped into your energy. It's like you need to have a really passionate heart-to-heart with this person. You need to let emotions fly out. You need to cry out, take everything out, you know, because I feel like you may be this kind of person who holds everything inside, and you're very resilient, you're very stoic, but this is not helping love. This is not helping you getting closer to people or keeping people in your love life. So let it out. Don't be afraid to have feelings. Don't be afraid to get angry. Don't be afraid to raise your voice. Don't be afraid to ugly cry in front of somebody. Sometimes we need to do this to show people that they are hurting us, okay? Because if you're just gonna sit there, people are just gonna think you don't care, and they're gonna be like, oh, so it's okay if I hurt you. Oh, so it's okay if I cheat on you. Oh, okay, great. No reaction. That's weird. I'm gonna walk away. So be careful of this, okay? Your humanity is important. You don't have to look like a porcelain perfect doll all the time with no lines of expression. If you're doing Botox, take a break from that. Allow your face to have movement, yeah? I'm sorry, I don't know why I felt the need to say this, and I'm also feeling like this very powerful kind of like, I'm your tough older sister right now, and I need to tell you how things are gonna go down. But maybe you guys needed this pep talk. So be grateful for this encounter, be grateful for this experience, even if it didn't lead you where you need to be. At least you met this person. At least you had somebody on whose shoulder to cry on during a very difficult time of your life. This person does believe that you are irreplaceable, so this is something to be grateful for. But they have some ego issues, okay? That's, you know, nobody's perfect, neither are you. So this connection with nurture and care, I generally feel like you guys need to see each other for more lunch dates. You need to eat together. You need to express your emotions physically, verbally. I feel like if you show feelings, you will inspire this person to show feelings as well. It's like your courage to be open is gonna transmute courage to your person, and they will start to show how they feel as well. So persist and nurture this connection, and it will give you what it is you want, your heart's desire. This person may not want to let you go as well, with persistence here, and they do feel that it was a lucky encounter. So it's vice versa, yeah? Beautiful. Okay, if you enjoyed this pretty wacky reading, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me. It helps spread this message to other people who may benefit from it, okay? Be generous, please. It helps give you good karma back. In addition to this, comment below if you feel like it and let me know, where are you with your love affair, with your love story? The comment section has been incredibly mute lately, and I would like to see you guys be a bit more open, okay? Thank you kindly for being here. I'm gonna move on now to group 4's reading, and I'll see you in my next one. Mwah! Take care. Bye-bye. Hey group 4, hello darlings, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to a pick a card reading in which we're going to explore your person's heart. I'm also going to be telling you some things about your relationship that may help you. So let's begin. This is for those of you who are drawn to the god of light, Apollo. We have here the energy of inquiry. So you're dealing here with a person who's very nosy, very inquisitive. This person could keep tabs on you. This is an individual that you may have rejected at a certain point, and they have been really working on themselves, working out physically, but also energetically. I feel like this person may want to be into whatever it is that you do or are attracted to. If you have a hobby like painting, if you enjoy tarot and oracle readings, this person is learning how to read tarot. This person is learning how to paint. They want to understand you by doing some of the things you do as well, to try to really get into your psychology. This person is a very keen judge of character, but they do so after they've done their research. They don't just tell a person's character immediately in 3 seconds, you know. It's not that kind of a detective. This is a person that really likes to put 2 and 2 together, collects facts about you, and then comes up with a theory about who you really are and what you mean to them. So you're dealing here with a deep thinker, potentially a Leo sun. Now let's see, I'm going to pull some tarot cards. Yeah, this person has the potential to become quite well known. It's just that I'm getting the sense that this person could be slightly younger than you by 2 or 3 years, maybe even more. Let's see. So what would this person tell you? Okay. More information is revealed. That's so interesting. We have the 5 of Cups. They would tell you that they are feeling really sad, that they are not able to be with you. They would tell you that they are going through something difficult, which makes them be depressed. Their energy is very low at this moment, and they may even resort to alcohol to numb themselves out. Your person would say that they are not overthinking this connection with you anymore. Your relationship used to give them sleepless nights and a lot of worries and fears. They may have even had a nightmare that was triggered right after they have met you, and this scared them. It's almost like their body, their mind, their unconscious was telling them that they shouldn't be in a connection with you. But everything else, their feelings, their intuition, their connection with the divine, was actually pointing in your direction. So this person would say, I am done overthinking this connection. I just want to feel. And even though I may be feeling very low at the moment, I feel like this person continues to feel for you. Knight of Pentacles. This person would say that I was needlessly materialistic when I was with you. Maybe this person tried to shower you with gifts or give you things, you know, in order to make you like them, but it wasn't actually getting them the outcomes that they expected from you, because I don't think you're a materialistic person, and this person learned that you need to get people to like you by giving them gifts or giving them money, spoiling them with stuff, and you're like, that's not my love language, you know. That's not. If you give me thing, it's a thing that you gave me. Thank you. I'm going to do my best with it, but I don't see it as an act of love. And this person was a little bit frustrated. This person is also encountering some issues with work and money. When you met them, they may have struggled to take you out or to give you these gifts because they were trying to build themselves up financially. And I feel like at the moment they would say, I'm trying to get out of this negative financial energy and to be on the plus side of my income. I really want to spoil you. We have the Tower. This person would say, I really hate the fact that I allowed my impulsivity get the best of me. I shouldn't have acted so brashly. I shouldn't have flipped out. I had to keep my rage under control rather than just to release it like this. I am sorry if I offended you. I'm sorry if I scared you with my anger. So this person could have had an explosive moment in which they may have said some things that they regret now. They realize that this is what led to the destruction of your relationship, and they're very, like, I feel like they're regretful, like they wince when they think about that. It's like, okay, no, let's not think about that, you know? This person could potentially be drinking at the moment to forget their bad behavior in the past, especially related to you. This person would say, I don't feel I trust you because I believe you could be casting spells upon me. You could be a witch, and I'm not comfortable with that. I feel like you are too sexy, too hot to handle for me. And I also feel like you could be giving yourself away to other people, and I don't like that. This person has quite traditional beliefs in terms of what a man should be and what a woman should be. And although they are very much turned on by you and they want you physically, they don't agree with the way you live your life, yeah? For example, if you're a spiritual babe, you know, who enjoys dating and not being exclusive with people, or if you had a good amount of sexual and romantic experience in your past, although this person finds you attractive, they find that experience unattractive. I don't know, the measure of a person's character, their heart, their energy is never their experience. I feel that any life experience is good experience, and I'm sure that most of you will agree with that, but this person, yeah, tends to be a bit too, you know, stubborn and a bit too moralistic, too traditional. Okay, let's see your oracle cards. I don't want to run anymore, the runner, yeah? So this person literally packed their bags and went away. They may have traveled to another country, they may have moved places of work if you used to work together with them. If they lived in the neighborhood close by, in order to stop seeing you, they changed homes, they relocated, yeah? But at the same time, this person wants to stop, feel their feelings, and face you, because I don't want to run anymore. I want you to be part of my future. Ooh, commitment. Oh, this is exciting. So this person clearly has it hard for you, but they're conflicted. It's like they see that you are a little bit, like they can't believe that they have so many feelings and that they want to settle down with a person like you because you contravene the ideal woman for them. The ideal woman for this man could have been somebody that's younger than him, a virgin, a person that doesn't work, and he can support her. You know, very traditional BS. But in your case, you are none of those things, you know? You're not a virgin, you have your own business, you lead your own life, you travel, you have experiences. You're an interesting, fascinating woman, as you should be, in my opinion at least. And this person is like, oh God, why? You're like, I had this list of things that I wanted from a partner. So this person is understanding that it's not, things are not working out in love as they are controlling them. And I highly recommend that if you have a list of things that you want in a person, just burn it, do yourself a favor and burn it, and just start to look around and discover people, meet them as they are. That's one of the secrets to having a happy relationship, and in general having happy relationships with people, accepting people, understanding them, and spending time getting to know them. So this person is understanding this about you. It's like, I'm not getting this idealized kind of like carbon copy of some sort of weird romantic ideal version, but I'm getting a real relationship with a real fascinating individual, and I want a commitment. There is this internal conflict though. The challenger, yeah, and we have here Scorpio energy and the wild rose, Scotch rose. Either this person enjoys drinking Scotch, whiskey, bourbon, or this person could have some Scottish roots. I see very clearly here that this person is a little bit brittle. The Scotch rose can be not the most beautiful rose. It has kind of like these tiny thorns. It's a bit difficult to pick and collect, and yeah, I feel like this person can be like that, can be a little bit of a hedgehog, you know, soft underbelly but spikes all around, you know, pushing people away, telling them don't come near me unless I want you to, you know. And this person may self-sabotage their commitment to somebody, their intimacy with somebody. I also see here the boar and the pumpkin, confidence. This connection needs confidence from both sides if it needs to manifest in some way. This person is trying to build their confidence at the moment by working on their financial future, by gathering resources, and by also working on their physical health. They want to make this commitment. They want to propose to you. They want to lock this thing down, you know. The boar tells me that this person is very stubborn, and they have finally realized just how much pleasure you can give them, just how important you are to them. You're very fertile in everything you do, and this person really wants that energy close to them. The 7th house, relationship, true love, baby, commitment. So this connection will continue. Although you guys may have struggled, this person would say, I want to get married to you. I want you to be my partner, my long-term committed partner. I want us to be stable. I want us to be connected. You see the hands holding, right? And I also see here beauty and innocence. I'm just noticing that my battery is almost empty in this camera, so I'm kind of speeding things up. But it could be that this person is impatient to be in a commitment with you, so they're trying to speed things up a little bit. Expect contact, at least in, if not in the first days or weeks after this reading, at least in the next month. So I see here the orchid and the daisy, and we have the yellow tiger swallowtail butterfly and the peacock butterfly, yeah? So yellow tiger swallowtail and peacock, beautiful, majestic energies, but also proud energies. This person's pride needed some readjustment before you guys can be together. This person would say that they find you beautiful, and that in spite of your experience and savoir-faire and life knowledge, you still give off this innocence. So yeah, I got interrupted, and this is the second time I'm trying to film this final part. It does tell me that this person really believes that you carry a sense of innocence and purity in spite of your experience and your wisdom. I do believe that you are slightly older than this person that you have in mind, and this man who has this very charming, charismatic solar energy. This person could also have a moon in Leo. They want a commitment. They want to shower you with a commitment. And even though they're incredibly tired right now, they are moving things forward as fast as they can. And oh my God, it seems like things are exploding outside. Yeah, expect a really powerful, chaotic, emotional outpouring that will end in a gorgeously stable commitment to come into this energy. And I do believe that you also need to continue to purify yourself if you want to speed things up. So thank you kindly for listening. Sorry about the interruptions and the noise outside. I don't have any control over that. If you enjoyed this video, this reading, please give it a thumbs up so that it can be distributed to other love-torn individuals out there that may need to hear this message. And comment below and let me know your circumstances, okay? Thank you kindly for listening, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Bye, group 4.